season, but there are still games left to play.
Well, when you look at MP's team, they are dynamite offensively, one of the top units in the NBA. But the statement by MP that they were intent on beating all top defensive teams in their path, that decree still echoes around the NBA.
And it's been a challenge for MP, no question about that. Sometimes when you put yourself on the line, good things happen. And other times, you open yourself up to criticism. What I do like is that MP has kept an even temperature throughout his struggles. This is a guy who operates with no fear, and that eventually rubs off on your teammates, maybe as soon as tonight.
Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Mr. Clutch in at the 2. Now here's Edwards. Cans it from short range.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Mr. Clutch. The shot from the low post is good. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
It's Edwards on the wing. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And it's a tie ball game.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Dillingham with a rebound.
Okay, nice crossover, but it means nothing if you can't complete the shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Heat had a huge game. He ended up with 37 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Topic is checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Here's Mr. Clutch. What a tremendous game he played against Miami. 6 to shoot. A shot from the mid-range. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
How about that handle? The triple drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3 levels. Versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Now here's Payne. Yet to see a basket. Payne finds Edwards. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Edwards. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And it's Payne with the ball for Minnesota. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Williams from long range. Knocks down the triple.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead, up 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obvious. plan coming.
Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Unloads from 13. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
They pulled out the last one against this team because they didn't waste their chances at the foul line.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Edwards. Here's Perry. That shot is off. McDaniels with some nice D.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Pass to Ivy. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
From deep. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Minnesota in the lead. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
No good on that one. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Dillingham's checked in for Ivy. Good on the second one. And we seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
DA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Bain. Back to Daniels. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Edwards so good inside.
Well, they're winning. Largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mr. Clutch. Williams on the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 13. Inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Dillingham. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. McDaniels passes to Bain. Now here's Edwards. And he drops it in from the low post. And now a three-point Minnesota lead.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to review the game plan. for McDaniels. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Topic is checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mr. Clutch. His scoring sits at around 31 a game, an impressive number. Launches it. Rebounded by Payne.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the bucket is good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Silva. Here's Mr. Clutch. And stolen by Edwards. Over Topic. And that one's long. Thunder trail by 5. We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Here's Mr. Clutch. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Edwards can't hit. And Oklahoma City shooting only 36% so far in this game. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Here's Mr. Clutch. Sinks it from distance. Mr. Clutch has got 16 points. And here's Payne. From deep three-point land. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see that.
duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
These are return touches from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drum roll. They're taking him off the shot.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. Looking at the East, Jason Tatum.
Well, Tatum, one of the premier scorers in the league. But he does a lot more than that, guys. Defense, rebound, passing, he brings it all.
You wonder where this team would be without him.
A lot lower in the standings.
Thanks, pal. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. They've got Desmond Bane, Edwards out there with Dillingham, and there's Wembanyama, and it's Payne in at the 4. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
And it's rejected. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 16. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mr. Clutch has got 18 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pass to Edwards. Free throw line jumper. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. Now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward. And, of course, the Thunder. They're in 7th place right now.
Right now for the Thunder, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night.
Number 9.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Outside Payne. Three-pointer. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Payne. Edwards got 26 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Into the third. 2 minutes in now.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Williams. 4 on the clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound Minnesota. Payne's got a rebound. Number 5 here tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 30 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Edwards, no good. Thunder trail by 9. Here's Mr. Clutch. He drops it from range. 24 points for him.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Edwards. There's the block. They get it back. Payne, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Oklahoma City's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Over Dillingham cashes it in from 11 feet.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Outside Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Looks like I'm starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Teams making some changes here. And a chance now to check out the scoring distribution between the front court and back court players tonight for Minnesota.
It's been their guards who have really carried the weight offensively. They'd appreciate some more production out of their front court, but for now, their back court has kept them in it.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. 8-point game. 58 seconds left in the third. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Ivy finds Edwards. Down low. Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. Both teams changing it up here.
Need to make something happen. Let's go.
I got you, Coach.
Here's Mr. Clutch to tie it up.
Oklahoma City foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Gordon in at the center position.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Collier. From outside the arc. Gordon pulls it in. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Ivy against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Edwards. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close. Making those kinds of errors.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Williams, a screen on Edwards. Here's Mr. Clutch. And a nice finish on the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to Dillingham. Payne, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dillingham. From down in the low post, it goes.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Outside Payne. Edwards for 3. Edwards on target.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Edwards, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. So the first one drops, and that ties this game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. The 3 from Payne. That one no good. The Thunder have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Williams. That one falls. And the Thunder lead by 3.
misses, the opportunity to deliver in the clutch, and boy, does he answer.
Pass to Dillingham. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. No one covering. Dillingham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc, and the results have been outstanding.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to... run the floor.
With the big-time and one. This is now a two-possession game.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance. Hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thank you for that, Allie. Back to Payne. Fires from deep. Silva with a rebound. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Right side, Williams. From outside, off the mark. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Payne. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Payne, no good. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. 15 seconds left in the final quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Game
15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Dillingham, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Fires in the triple.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
tough game tonight. Lock in.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Association and the organizations are recommended to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask that you refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Scotty Barnes.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Daniel Gafford is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Dick. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And for Oklahoma City, we've got Gilgeous Alexander. Also Mr. Clutch out there. And it's Silva in at the small forward position. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
It's been no secret that MP's outstanding offense has wanted to put up big numbers against the league's top-rated defensive teams. And teams coming in to play him are well aware of that.
And you can say what you want about how they tried or they had a few off nights. But to be quite frank, I'd classify this as a failure on their part. They have the DNA of a high-flying offense, but they need to prove they can score consistently and win against the better defenses. And they haven't shown that yet. Back to the drawing board.
Now, here's Quickly. After the miss from Mr. Clutch. And that one's good, Barnes.
Shooting off the catch, Scotty Barnes has built out that part of his game.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Dick defending. Pass to Mr. Clutch. The shot. Gilgeous Alexander making the play.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back. I can score on you.
Shot from free throw range. A second chance effort. And it's Quickly in the corner. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. Put up a good fight. They had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Here's Barnes. The Thunder making the shot. Dick can't get it to go. Brent. Seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Quickly looking it over. 4 on the clock. To halt the run, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the rejection by Gafford.
Now Gafford uses his size to reach out and delete that attempt.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. Dropped in 36 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. He was a jack of all trades for them. He helped them out in every facet of the game. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on, and there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Topic is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Got that one up quick. Quickly's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Quickly can space out that floor for you, knock down three-point shooter.
To stop the run, and good. A nice layup that time for Mr. Clutch.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive. Move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Dick, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dick's got his second bucket.
Great pass. Barnes with tremendous feel for the game.
Silva the pass to Mr. Clutch. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Get loud for your Thunderdown Dance Team.
new group in now for the Raptors. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Right now, the sixth best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but
both teams making substitutions here. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. So for Toronto right now, they've got Daniel Gafford. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Barnes. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebounded by Gafford.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Barnes can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Mr. Clutch. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Good on the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Quickly finds Gafford. Back to Quickly from past the arc. Good on the triple. Quickly's got 10 points.
Since going in the 2020 first round, Quickly has gotten a lot more selective with his shot taking and shot making. A sign of maturity.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good quickly. 12 points for him.
With it all clicking, Quickly can be dangerous, and he's showing it tonight.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And yes, it's good. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
Quickly with a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Mr. Clutch. Covered by Barnes. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the rejection by Gafford.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Yep, that one goes.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead. their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 12. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds. Like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
It's good, too.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. A question here from Miss 3 Purdy. Would you guys like to see the addition of a 5-point line?
No. I get why people ask, but it would just be a distraction, and wasted shots.
I think we should increase points for dunks. Those should also be three-pointers. Imagine what my scoring would be right now.
Oh, what a surprise that you would want that kind of a rule change, but not going to happen. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Mr. Clutch, he's really been playing well.
I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Mr. Clutch. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Silva in at the 3 spot. And that's who Mark Daignault starts the second half. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Dick, that's good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 15 points in the game. Floats one. And they get it back. Lock at 6. Back to Williams. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, they're good. Try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
For the lead. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist in this one. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And checking out the stats for Jalen Williams. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. Fires from way outside. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Oklahoma City foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Barnes. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. No good from outside. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
That one goes in. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter. Now here's Quickly. 12 points for him. Ball's knocked loose. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Dick defending. Here's Mr. Clutch. Basket good. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
You want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Down low. And the dunk by Dick.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good for Mr. Clutch.
Number 9, taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Barnes kicks to Quickly. And it's blocked by Gordon. There's Mr. Clutch. 21 points in the game. Driving to the basket. Shot up 2 there. Mr. Clutch has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Dunn sets a screen for Barnes. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lays it up off the glass. Barnes has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
I like to see the handles from Scotty coming along there. Much improved since his rookie year.
There's Mr. Clutch. He's got 23. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And fourth quarter basketball. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful.
Some changes. Washington's checked in for Gordon. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Wallace. Manuel Quickly, he's checked in for the Raptors. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Dunn. Tick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that one drops. Mr. Clutch has got 25 points in the game.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Quickly. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
When you get Quickly out there, and he's a bit of a rascal, right? Offensively, he can score inside, he scores outside. He just causes some problems out there.
The first one falls. And Quickly drops them both. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. There's Mr. Clutch. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points in the quarter.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, or 3 total for the game.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Done outside. Three-pointer. And Emmanuel Quickly gets the 3. 19 points in the game.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And Toronto making a change here. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one good for 2. Mr. Clutch has got 18 points just in the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Inside, here's Quickly. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And Quickly is made for these moments. He takes huge pride in knocking down the big ones.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Here he goes, and he makes that one. Mr. Clutch has got 9 points in the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Gigantic basket by Barnes. This guy's not afraid.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three, and the three ball is good. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
From 11 feet away, and the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Taken away by Williams. Pass to Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Dick. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Barnes outside. Pass to Gafford.
Taking it up strong. Gafford rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
In a moment here, take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 37.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And what's their best move at this point?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
Here's Quickly. And again, no good by Toronto. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. 6-point lead. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Thunder.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy, and he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Knocked away. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. Better come hard tonight, or it's going to be a long summer in Cancun.
Road to the finals is a lot easier if you win this one.
Tonight, a little added drama before we get these playoffs going. One team will stamp their ticket to the NBA postseason. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And the Oklahoma City starting five. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Williams in at the 4. And for the Trailblazers, De'Aaron Fox is out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Klingon, and it's Webb in at the 4. You look at Portland, the 7th best record through the regular season. But, Grant, that position is more perilous than in years past.
Well, B.A., what was once an automatic ticket to face the second seed has become this. They've got to win one of the next 2 games to escape elimination.
So off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. Left side Sharpe, pass to Tyson. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, Sharpe's primary focus is scoring. But if a guy is totally open, he'll make the...
Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it go from deep. And it's Webb with a rebound. Now Portland with it. Hits a 3-point game. Hawks the pass to Sharpe. This one for 3. Another 3 for Portland.
Well, at the arc, Sharpe shoots pretty freely. He has confidence in his shot selection.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's deflected. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Klingon. Now Sharpe for 3. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Let's go with a 3. And Clingan pulls it down.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Got it.
You can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Mr. Clutch. His scoring sits at around 31 a game, an impressive number. Sinks the tray. Mr. Clutch has got 6. Easy.
Look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Sharp. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
4 minutes remaining in the first.
The layup misses.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Mr. Clutch can't hit.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's Fox. Here's Clingan. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Mark. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Simons. Here's Mr. Clutch. Good work there as it goes. Give him 8 points now.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
They've got DeAndre Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Brandon Pajemski. And it's Tyson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And Simons shows off that soft touch inside.
The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Mr. Clutch. Got a hand on it. Now here's Pajemski. Gilgeous Alexander defending. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
Mr. Clutch. 3-pointer, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Pacers was a big factor. He dropped 24 points and he helped stretch things out with a few 3-point buckets. And really, it's not so surprising to see him go off like that. He's a star in every sense of the word. Back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight. Yeah,
watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ayton.
Well, I appreciate how focused DeAndre Ayton is on excelling at what he does best. His primary concern is being a force in the paint on both ends.
Portland making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Thunder trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Pass to Tyson. From downtown. Again, the miss by Portland. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Fox. Defense is right there. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good from outside.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
The shot by Tyson, no good. The Thunder have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Mr. Clutch has got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Portland. Pajemski comes in for Simons. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for Portland.
personal foul. Third team foul.
1:16 left in the second. Pass to Tyson. Outside Sharp. Pajemski with it. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game.
And it appears that he has totally lost his touch here in the second quarter.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Fox. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. Here's Pajemski. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Three-pointer Sharp. He buries it from three. Sharp's got 10 points.
When Sharp is converting in the catch-and-shoot game, he's very tough to stop.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Fox. Six on the shot clock. Goes back up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying hard to make up ground.
Both good from the line that time. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Sharp passes to Fox from the stripe. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Fox has got his first points in this one.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend. Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
It's all tied up in Portland. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The Thunder, 32.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Portland Trail Blazers.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach for a rather liberal substitution pattern. He mixed and matched beautifully in that first half. Checking out the circumstances for the Portland Trail Blazers. A close one in this play-in tournament 7-8 game. The winner advances to the playoffs. The loser has another shot at it, Kenny.
Yeah, it's not actually do or die. It's like a game 6. If you lose tonight, you're sweating that next one.
Yeah, and I love this format. The more pressure, the more excitement for the fans.
Absolutely. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And welcome back to the action in the third quarter of this all-important play-in game. Here's Mr. Clutch. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got. They've got Williams, and it's Clemens in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Mr. Clutch can't hit.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oklahoma City foul number 9. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Portland now. The lead is 2. Fox outside. Launches a 3. They get it back. Klingen. And the layup falls.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And that one drops for him. Mr. Clutch has got 20 points.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
Pass to Sharp. To the middle. Here's Klingen. No good with a layup. And Oklahoma City shooting just 37% in the game. Out left to the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. And that misses. That would have put him up. For Portland, they've got 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
Well, look, it's not fun guarding Sharp. He's long and bouncy. Sometimes you just have to foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's hear it for you.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now in the quarter. Now Sharp. He's got 12. Driving to the basket, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just punching it in off the drive. Sharp plays with such edge and energy.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Here's Sharp. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Topic is checked in for Oklahoma City. And the free throw, no good.
Well, for Sharp, it's about shooting a good percentage. When he does that, he's an impactful player.
Pass to Topic for the lead. Portland grabs the miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And it's Fox missing.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
And they get it back, and that one drops. .157 left in the third quarter. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And that one's good. Man.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fox surveying the D. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. The 3-ball. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Fox. The 3. The rebound by Perry.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Tyson in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Washington's checked in. To the inside. That's good from Fox on the assist by Simons. Simons has got 3 assists in the game. Thunder trail by 17. From deep three-point range, Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Marshall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Klingon. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And here is Williams. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Webb. Here's Klingon. Here's Marshall. Just 5 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Sharp. Mr. Clutch can't hit. Portland leading by 18. Fox with the ball. Over to the wing, to the paint. Here's Klingon. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up. And was able to complete the play.
Tyson, he's checked in for Marshall. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes in the game.
Here's Clemens. Here's Mr. Clutch. From the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Tyson. Here's Klingon. They set the pick. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Trailblazers.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And for the 7th seed, all signs pointing to the postseason. You love how they've come in and executed.
Yeah, great game plan and great communication at both ends. They might be a tough out going forward.
to Webb. Now here's Sharp. Tries it from 16. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. Here's Mr. Clutch. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Mr. Clutch has got 41. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Sharp. Pass to Klingon. And so they foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
At the line for your Trailblazers, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. And there it is. The Portland Trailblazers come away with a huge win. And a good job to take care of business in the first play-in game. They avoid the possibility of...
Even the best teams lose at least 10 games a year.
Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow. Better come hard tonight. What's going to be a long summer in Cancun.
If we can't win tonight.
It's time now to get going with Game 2 of this play-in tournament here on 2K Sports. And tonight, taking a look at Oklahoma City, a do-or-die situation to retain their playoff position.
Kevin, after battling all season to make that top 8, something that in the past assured you of a playoff spot, now they finally...
Oh, nice finish.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the 3 off target. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Şengün. The 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's rebounded by Houston. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket. So out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Şengün with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back, and Şengün throws it down.
What you love about Şengün is that he is always working for a second chance score.
Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Şengün. And what a huge win for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And after losing the first one, they knew.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Wins pay the bills, baby.
Well, here we are, playoffs. At the beginning of the season, a lot of people thought we'd be lucky to win a series or two. Shoot, a lot of people thought we should be happy to be here. But I'm not a lot of people. I'm the guy who pushes you to be the best you can possibly be, and I will tell you right now, the best you can be is champions.
Let's go. Let's go.
I've been around this league a long time, and you are the hardest working group of guys I have ever coached. You're also the most talented group of guys I've ever coached. And when you have that combination, I'm telling you, your wildest dreams can come true. You just need to trust each other and fight for every possession like your life depends on it. It's not gonna be easy. It never is this time of year, and I don't care how much success we had during the regular season, that means nothing now. You know what's at stake here? It's immortality, gentlemen. Now go out there and seize it. MP, bring us in.
Let's go out there and win as a team, fellas. Win on three. 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go.
This is it, the playoffs. Time to turn it up. Season starts now.
playoff time. Wipe those records clean.
To be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word "rules" along with your issue. Super special to $5. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concerns immediately.
New stars emerge to inject a youthful exuberance. The Thunder are looking to prove their bid has substance, that they are not simply chasing an illusion. Will they bring enough to steal a Game 1 road win tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
After a long journey through the regular season, it'll be the Thunder off the tip. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Clemens in at the 3.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
Hey, Brian. Well, this is MP's very first playoff appearance, and I asked him if he was feeling nervous. He said, quote, "I'm not going to lie, there's a different energy tonight," unquote. But no, he is not nervous. He's ready for this. He said, "We're ready for this." He's sounding confident, guys.
Sure does. MP not letting the big moment get to him. Thanks, Alec. Now here's Morant. Back to Randall. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Randall the bucket on the assist by Morant.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch. After the massive regular season he had, it's easy to see why there was so much hype surrounding MP heading into the playoffs, Greg.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure on him, too. When a player with the highest scoring average in the league gets to the postseason, the expectations are immense.
Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Mr. Clutch, pounded by Tatum. Mr. Clutch can't hit.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Memphis shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for Memphis.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Has to grab it. Back to Morant. Here's Grobit. Oh, from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Mr. Clutch, pounded by Tatum. Mr. Clutch can't hit. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside, from about 19. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Connects from downtown. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now here's Morant. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 7. That miss makes him 3 for 7. Morant, the pass to Tatum. Randall outside. Here's Gromit. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
We know Julius Randle can score, but that scoring ability will be set up by that kind of play. What a pretty pass from the big man.
So it's both teams making substitutes. Memphis. Here's Buffkin. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Kyle Kuzma out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Gromit in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Thunder trail by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He scored 17 points and he knocked down some trays last game. A great sign for his team. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Allie, he put forth a commanding performance and led the charge for his squad.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
I think he's got to find the appropriate balance between not forcing it and not settling.
Here's Mr. Clutch after the basket by Memphis on the other end. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we... Talk about how unselfish they've been, just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. Memphis shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Here's Topic. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Clock at 6. Williams with the screen. Here's Mr. Clutch. They get it back. Williams passes to Wallace. Knocks down the long J. Wallace has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Moran. Puts up a three. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the three off target.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Basket, no good.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Second chance effort. Williams misses.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. 2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
And the Thunder making a change here. To the inside. Here's Morant. Oh, Morant from close range.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Mr. Clutch, hounded by Morant. Mr. Clutch misses from short range.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one. Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
This will be his third trip to the free throw line. That one misses. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan at one side. One, please. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game one, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And time for us to get back into it here in game one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Memphis leading by 3. And on the floor for Mark Dagnall starting the second half. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mr. Clutch. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Mr. Clutch has got 13.
A pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Jackson outside. There's 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done for the lead. Mr. Clutch passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 13. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
2 shots.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Moran against Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Jackson pass to Tatum. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Jalen Williams. First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch, pounded by Tatum. Williams from long range. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got his third basket on the night right there. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Basket counts. Morant's got 15.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Randall. Morant looking around. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Williams. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Mr. Clutch, hounded by Tatum. Williams a screen on Tatum. Mr. Clutch can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 17. Knocked away. 1 1:52 left in the third quarter. Tatum passes to Jackson. Offline with a three. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
Mr. Clutch has got 9 points now in the second half. Grizzlies trail by 3. Timeout call, Memphis.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
In for open.
Substitution on the court.
It's all you, MP. Go. Got this.
A minute 4 left to play in the third. Here's Bufkin. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here he goes. A nice shot by Mr. Clutch.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Kuzma outside. Here's Bufkin. Back to Kuzma. To stop the run. He's off on that one. Oklahoma City leading by 7. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but she can't afford. Any kind of letdown here.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
There's the drive, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Cason Wallace. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunder out in front, up by 5. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Kyle Kuzma out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Bufkin in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Topic. Here's Mr. Clutch. 6 to shoot. Aldama grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Wells. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Mr. Clutch nails it from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 25 points in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor. And
guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Bufkin, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's Topic. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Jerome's checked in for Memphis. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Bufkin. Counted from distance.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 16 points here in the second half.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
Here's Bufkin. 4-3. Here's Wells. And it's off from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. Second chance shot. The focus from Holmgren there.
Well, you can tell a guy who understands. How to play through contact. Chet Holmgren finishes strong.
Pass to Wells. Here's Bufkin. Shoots from 12. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
Now here's Morant. Tatum from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's Mr. Clutch passes to Holmgren. Here's Mr. Clutch. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Fires the three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Morant, the pass to Randall.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
At the line for two, Julius Randle.
Take a break. Take a break.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 10. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
1:44 left in the final quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. Here's Mr. Clutch. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot. Two. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Tatum's got room. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Here's Mr. Clutch, pounded by Tatum. He gets it in there. Mr. Clutch has got 11 here in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot. And capturing the series momentum up front, this is a monster Game 1 win for the Thunder.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately... You have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry the same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Mr. Clutch.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. For three, Randall drops in the three.
adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up from here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA's Western Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Series is a war. You just won a crucial battle. Woo! We really needed that one.
One game at a time. Win tonight, and the next round is in sight.
We've got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
Get after them, Pete.
Let's get it, MP.
Yeah.
Good, MP. What's up, MP?
Please text the word "British" along with your issue and sequence station to 55555. A member of our guest relation will respond and address your concern immediately. Hey, instead of our next giveaway game, you're going home with the British Cup. You won't want to miss this special giveaway, so make
Round 1 continues with a refreshing surge. The Thunder come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Grizzlies.
We are just about ready to get underway. As you look at Memphis, they already find themselves, Greg, in a must-win situation. Dropping Game 1 was a shock to their players, the coaches, and certainly the fans.
Truth is, a few teams have come back for an 0-2 deficit at home. And yes, it is rare. Expect them, though, to come out tonight with purpose, with a fire in their bellies. They know they can't leave anything out there on the floor tonight.
I'm looking at you. You got a fire in your belly, don't you?
Yes, I'm roaring and ready to go.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Clemens in at the 3 spot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean,
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.